We begin with breaking news. A prison escapee's been caught right here in Nashville.
Police were able to catch him thanks to a routine traffic stop. He escaped from a prison out of Memphis. In that area, police stopped his car here for a moving violation. Officers became a little suspicious when he gave them two different names and they didn't check out. Finally, he gave them his real name and boom, the criminal database popped up, said this guy's wanted. He's now in custody and will be taken back to Memphis.
We continue to monitor breaking news now. A man is in critical condition after an explosion at his South Nashville apartment. Cuthbert Langley is at Vanderbilt Medical Center with more. Good morning, Cuthbert. What's the latest?
Good morning, Amy. What we know right now is that the man is here at Vanderbilt Medical Center in critical condition after being trapped inside of his home after a fire broke out. That's the sound of emergency crews rushing the man from his apartment on Tampa Drive to here at the hospital. Fire investigators tell me the man was smoking a cigarette while using his oxygen tank. A spark from that cigarette caused the tank to explode, and then flames broke out throughout his apartment. Thankfully, the fire was put out relatively quickly and did not spread to any other units. But the man is here in critical condition, and officials here tell me the outlook is not good at this point. The fire marshal will be back out to the apartment complex a little bit later on in the day to continue his investigation. But at this point, they believe the cause is fairly known at this point. We're live here at Vanderbilt Medical Center. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you. And the search for who shot a Metro councilman heats up this morning. Police releasing a photo of the suspect they are looking for. Matthew Torres is live for us at the CJC this morning, monitoring the very latest. And do we have any idea why this suspect would have shot the councilman? Do we know if they knew each other at this point, Matthew?
Well, really, everything is still under investigation, Steve, as far as what led up to the shooting and if there may have been a relationship between the councilman and whoever this suspect is. Now, after nearly a week, police have identified a suspect who they're looking for at this point. He is 19-year-old Brandon Hunt Clark. Police issued out a warrant for his arrest last night, and he is facing felony aggravated assault charges for last week's shooting of Councilman Linnell Green in West Nashville. Now, you may be following this story. Investigators believe Hunt Clark opened fire on Green, hitting him 3 times. This all happened near the Marathon Market on White Bridge Road. Now, Green told detectives he parked his car and followed 2 men up Burgess Avenue, one of which police believe was Hunt Clark, because he thought one of them was a relative. As far as Councilman Green, he was released from the hospital and his recovery continues this morning. So take a look at his mugshot once again. This is Brandon Hunt Clark, who police believe is armed and hiding in the Nashville area. If you know where he is, call Crime Stoppers. That number is 615-74-CRIME. Reporting live at the Criminal Justice Center, Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Matthew. A man charged with attacking his wife is facing even more charges this morning. Franklin police say they first arrested Truman Alexander over the weekend after they say he assaulted and even shot at his wife. On Monday, detectives returned to the couple's home on Hillsborough Road for a follow-up, and that's when they found multiple items used to make methamphetamine. Alexander is now facing attempted murder and drug charges.
Well, apparently an argument on social media sparked a deadly shooting of a 14-year-old girl. Investigators tell us 18-year-old Antwana Smith shot and killed Triante Burleson at the J.C. Napier homes last week. She was in court yesterday. A Metro detective testifying that Antwana Smith, pictured right there in the blue, had admitted that those two, she and the 14-year-old, were arguing on Facebook days leading up to the shooting. We're told that Smith said the teen had disrespected her family. Smith is now charged with criminal homicide. That case is now in the hands of a grand jury.
This morning, we may be closer to finding out the identity of human remains found in Antioch. Right now, investigators say evidence points to a missing Virginia woman who was last seen September of 2014. We're told Jeanette Hale was visiting Nashville when she vanished and had made suicidal statements to family members. The skeletal remains were found Monday night in a wooded area off Piccadilly Row. A medical examiner is now working to confirm her identity.
Scary moments for employees at a Dollar General store. Springfield police tell us 2 guys wearing ski masks robbed the Moreland Drive store Monday morning. They held staffers at gunpoint, forcing them to open the safe, and then they made off in a white older model Pontiac, maybe a Grand Prix. If If you know anything about this, call the Crime Stoppers number there in Robertson County that you see listed on your screen. All right, as we've talked about, today we are honoring the men and women who have fought for our country.
In just a few hours, the annual Veterans Day Parade will get started in downtown Nashville at 11. This year's route runs along Broadway from 14th Ave to 3rd. Thousands are expected to line the streets, and all veterans are encouraged to participate. Some roads will be shut down, so let's go to Dave Nichols for details.